any cane farmer must be given an opportunity to sell the cane to any available buyer at a good rate, and the payment must be prompt. The reason as to why people in Bungoma belabor, put in efforts to plant sugarcane is that they have a desire that after 18 months or 2 years, they will be able to exchange the cane with money and sort out the very many issues that requires money. I support the effort of the government of Kenya to ensure that Nzoia sugar and Mumias sugar goes to reclaim their lost glory. They go back to profitability. They go back to building their capacity to buy cane from farmers and pay them on time. However, we are also aware that the technology of cane production and Nzoia sugar and Mumias sugar is a very old technology that cannot make any farm be profitable as we speak today. We need a complete overhaul of all the machines at Nzoia sugar and Mumias sugar. While my very good friend Edwin Sifuna, who is a lawyer, and I expect that him, being a lawyer, will understand the laws of this country better than I do. But I have since discovered that even if you are an astute lawyer, that you are an accomplished lawyer, when you begin to walk around to associate yourself with the people, the characters of the members of parliament and the supporters of Asimio, you begin to behave like one, that the only vocabulary you know is Tialala and Tibim. The decision by cabinet that it says that gave the government authority to privatize government institutions without seeking the input of the National Assembly did not take away the constitutional provisions of public participation. In this aspect, the decision by the cabinet, chaired by William Samoei Ruto, that they do not need the input of members of parliament in the National Assembly and the Senate to privatize Nzoia sugar did not take away the rights of Didmus Barasa, the rights of John Makali, the rights of Majimbo Kalasinga, the rights of Ken Lusaka, and the rights of the people of Bungoma in giving out their views, in giving out their position through public participation. I want to ask the people of Bungoma that when the government of Kenya will decide to privatize Nzoia sugar, the governor of Bungoma, Ken Lusaka, the members of parliament in their capacity as citizens of Bungoma, Mama Mbogas of Bungoma, and everybody in Bungoma County, they will be given an opportunity through public participation to give in their views. As a member of parliament for Bungoma, from Bungoma, I want to confirm that we held a meeting 3 days ago with the Speaker of the National Assembly in his capacity as the son from this region and not as Speaker of the National Assembly, and we deliberated this matter. The Honorable John Makali was in attendance. Majimbo Kalasinga was also in attendance. John Murumba Jikati was in attendance. Mama County Wambilianga was in attendance, and one and only Martin Wanyonyi Pepela from Webuye East was also in attendance of that meeting. And we agreed on a plan that is going to sort out Nzoia sugar, a position which we will be rallying the people of this county to support. that one, the nuclears that are part of our heritage, that belongs to the forefathers of this county, cannot be touched by anybody. And we will want to ask the government that if the government of Kenya is unable to revive and run Nzoia sugar, that they should write off the debts, hand over the factory to the county government of Bungoma, so that Ken Makelo Lusaka and the people of Bungoma can try to set up aside some funds, bring in new machines that will embrace new technology, so that we can bring Nzoia back to profitability. That is our first proposal. The second proposal is that if the government of Kenya is unable to run Nzoia sugar and they want to privatize, to bring in a strategic investor to run the factory, we will want that the people of Bungoma, the governor of Bungoma, be involved in drafting or putting ingredients in the agreement, and that the land must remain the property of the county of Bungoma. What the strategic investor should do is just to be given buildings so that he brings in new machines with new technology, because the interests of the people of Bungoma are only two. One is to secure our land that forms part of majority of the nuclears. And the second is that the factory must be able to buy cane from farmers. The factory must be able to pay farmers within a period of not more than 7 days. That is the only interest of the people of Bungoma. We are not interested in whether this strategic partner will be black, white, or yellow. We are not interested in where the strategic partner will come from.